Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the Ramsey Smith Isn't Funny podcast. Joined by a guest again this week, Rob Moriarty. He's very funny. He's a very funny comedian. Check him out. Social media. He has a podcast called Chief Cast. Listen to it. It's a good chat. We talk about comedy and words and what you can and can't say, but not in a lame way, in like a fun kind of experience way. Also, if you want to watch me do stand-up at Brighton, if you're in Brighton during May, got a show, split bill with Sama El-Zabadi, part of the Brighton Fringe. Flightless Birds is the name of the show. Saturday 2nd, 3rd, 24th, and 25th. Go check it out. That's going to be where it's happening. It's a free show. Don't buy tickets. Show up. Go on my Instagram, and there will be more information. Fucking sick. All right, guys. Enjoy the episode. Bye-bye.
I used to be fatter, but I lost maybe 13 kg coming to
Hey,
Christmas.
that's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
But now I'm putting it back on, and I can feel it.
When it comes back?
I can just feel it like pressing against the inside of the shirt.
Yeah, I've blown up recently.
Yeah?
I think since Christmas, I was good. I was good for like 2-3 months.
Okay.
I dropped down like 5 kilos.
That's good.
I was like, this is good.
Yes.
And then I just had some stressful times with my roommate and stuff. And I'm like, I'm not going to go to the gym now.
You're murderous.
My murderous roommate.
Yeah.
And then and when I'm stressed, I eat.
Yeah, same.
And then it just blows up. And I go, cool, well, I'm fat again.
Yeah. It's my vice is food because I don't do any drugs.
This is always fun when I start to diet for the first time, or even just moderate anything.
Yeah.
It's actually feeling the sensation that is hunger.
Yeah.
Because normally I'm shoveling.
Shit.
It's non-stop.
Right.
I don't feel hunger.
Yeah.
I'm always eating before I'm hungry.
Yes.
I think that's the worst, because oftentimes someone will make a joke if someone's trying to roast you at a show or whatever.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, oh, this guy looks hungry.
Right.
And you go,
and
no,
like,
I haven't felt hunger in years. I haven't let myself get to hungry
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, same. I mean,
I get to bored and it's done. I'm stuffing everything down my face.
yeah, I've never related more to a joke than Louis' joke about like the meal isn't done until I hate myself.
Yes.
Because it's like I usually but I mean, first of all, you're living above a chicken shop, which doesn't help.
It's hard.
But it's almost like if I'm hungry, I don't want to. If I'm buying some shit food, it's like I don't want to buy too little, so that when I'm eating it,
You don't want to finish and want more.
I want more. So I always think it's better to go over the line and get too much.
I'm also such a slut because I want a little bit of everything.
I love the idea of being a slut for food.
I'm such a little slut for food. I go, do I want this or do I want this?
Yeah.
Or I go, is there some version of a meal you guys do that has a little bit of everything?
Yeah.
And it's like, that's way too much. I'm like, let me do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like
I'm at a KFC. I'm like, do I get the original box or do I get the wings with the burgers, or do I get maybe the wings box and I get 2 pieces of original as well?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's enough. I'm like, yeah, it's plenty. That more than enough.
I mean, your wife must
shit.
truly love you if you're eating that and then you take a shit in this bathroom. It's literally beside the kitchen.
It is right near the
and
kitchen.
your beds.
It's all right. If you keep the door closed, the smell stays out. It's okay.
Okay.
Open everything up. You get that out. You spray some stuff down there.
Yeah. I mean, this is how fucking stupid I am. Like the other night, like I struggle with insomnia and stuff. But like, I'll be on my way home and I'm like, I need something, and I'll go into this shop, and then I'll just get like jellies and fucking bags of jellies, and I'm just eating them, and I lie in bed and I just don't sleep because I've eaten like 100 grams
Just
of sugar.
a crazy amount of stuff.
And then it fucks me the next day. And so like now I just fucking, but yeah, like you said, like it's always, just
there.
eat. But if I buy this food, I just commit to it. I'm like, if I have a tub of ice cream and I'm like, I shouldn't be eating this,
but it's there.
I'm not gonna.
Well, I try to tell my wife. I'm like, if it's in the house,
you're gonna eat it.
I'm gonna eat it.
Absolutely.
And she like will get mad. I'm like, you don't understand. You had that in there for 2 days.
Yeah.
It's gonna get eaten.
You lose.
It's not. I can have willpower sometimes.
Yes.
I can't have it around the clock.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna get me at a low willpower time.
Yes.
I'm going to inhale that. just how it works.
Yeah, but it's also like this feeling of like an emptiness that needs to be filled. That's food for me sometimes is like, but like you said with boredom, sometimes it is just...
It's boredom. I need to do something. What can I do? I can eat. Yeah, cool. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I stop scrolling when I try to get off my phone and stop scrolling.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting in a room and it's quiet.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, what is there to eat? Doesn't matter how soon I've just eaten. Doesn't matter how long it's been. I'm going to eat.
Yeah. It's like I don't know if you've seen this trend now that's on TikTok and stuff, and it's like people, and they're like, it's just like raw dogging life for like an hour, and it's where you sit in a room with no stimulus, no phone, no anything, and you just sit in a chair.
I know, I've got a raw dogging bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About that?
It's about flights. People raw dog flights. Yes.
Like the guys on 9/11.
Yeah, absolutely. They weren't watching the movie.
They were not watching movies.
Yeah.
I love if they were like, if that was, so say like during 9/11, like around that time, they had like movies on planes.
Yes.
Some guy, one of the terrorists is watching like, I don't know, like
2001. What was good?
What would we be watching?
Fight Club's a couple years old, but maybe he hasn't got around to seeing it.
Yeah.
He's in the West for the first time. He's going to watch Fight Club.
He's watching Fight Club.
Yeah.
And he's there, and then the lads are like, we're gonna
do it
now. And he's like, it's almost over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's almost over.
He doesn't find out the twist. He goes, I guess those two were two. It's crazy how they found each other.
Yeah.
The guy.
Yeah. But it's like, I love the idea of just
Brad Pitt and Ed Norton.
Were they nice to were the terrorists on 9/11 nice to the stewardesses, and like were they, before
actually doing it?
Yeah.
How was the pre? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they get drinks? Did they get a water?
Yeah,
that's
true.
Coke
They
Zero?
definitely weren't drinking because they're like.
I actually believe. I think the week beforehand.
Yeah.
These guys are hypocrites. Okay.
Oh, of the highest.
These guys are hypocrites.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were out at strip clubs. They were fucking partying.
Okay.
They were getting it all out before they die.
But surely then that.
But if you're actually religious, you should be thinking you're about to go to the place that's even better.
And get all the virgins. And
you
stuff.
get the 72 virgins.
And like, why would you, like?
Not these whores in the strip club.
Not these whores in the strip club.
It's the opposite of what you're looking for.
Unless they were like they wanted to be ready for the virgins, so they're like, we better do a dry run with some of these whores,
Yeah. Don't want to disappoint the virgins.
Don't just disappoint the virgins. But I didn't know that. But like, I'm like, if I was them, if I was a terrorist,
for sure,
I wouldn't want to blow my chance of going to heaven the week before I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
So like, but then also maybe some of them were doubting the idea of heaven.
No, I think in their minds, the martyrdom that they're about to achieve, that's gonna overshadow everything.
Right.
What they're doing is gonna be great. Like that's gonna be that's A+.
Yeah.
Disregard anything else you've done in your life.
Yeah.
You did that thing.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, I'm thinking of a movie here now. Like, have you seen Marty Supreme?
I have not yet.
You've heard of it?
I've heard of it, yes.
So it's Martyrdom Supreme.
Ah, nice.
And it's about
playing ping pong in between the towers?
Yeah, or like it's a terrorist that's like Marty Supreme's dream is to like be the #1 ping pong player.
Yeah.
But Martyrdom Supreme is about
being the #1 terrorist?
A young boy in, I don't know, the Middle East somewhere. I won't get specific. But his dream is, I want to top 9/11.
Yes.
Which is obviously the GOAT of
terrorist
all
attacks.
terrorist attacks.
What could top 9/11? Because that was how 3 towers went down.
The Pentagon, the 2 towers.
Yeah.
Then Tower
one of them
7.
wasn't even hit.
One of them wasn't even
crazy.
hit. It just went down.
Yeah.
And then the plane hit the Pentagon.
Pentagon, the 2 towers.
Tower 7.
And then another one got crashed into a field.
Another one just crashed into a field.
They overpowered the guys.
Yeah, or I thought that terrorist was a woman and she crashed the plane.
Oh, nice.
But that's unconfirmed. But
he's trying to reverse park into the tower. Yeah. He's saying, "Can you get out?"
Yeah.
Don't yell at me. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's not helping if you yell at me.
Because their peripheral vision will be blocked by the
hijab. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, God, that's a nightmare. Is that why maybe they don't let them drive over there?
Because they don't have
they don't have peripheral vision.
They were thinking ahead to the driving.
Yeah.
So like, you have to wear these.
You have to wear these.
And then when driving started, like, well, there's no way. You guys can't see out of those things.
It's unsafe for you to drive.
Yeah.
You can't see out your peripheral vision.
Yeah.
But so what would the top 9/11? I mean, hitting the White House would be
in the White House.
It would be pretty insane.
It would be pretty insane, but I think not as many people die.
No, if you're looking for scale, like numbers,
just some politicians and
some
children they have locked up in the back or something.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're looking for scale, like numbers,
Empire State.
You
need to get Empire, but then you need to get more. They did 2 towers. It was like a coordinated 4 planes.
Yeah.
So you need to coordinate, I guess, 5 planes, and
which you just cannot do anymore.
Maybe like a multi-city one.
Yeah.
So you go Empire State, then you get another. I don't know what big buildings are in LA, but you get like LA as well.
The Hollywood sign.
Yeah. You go somewhere middle. You get the mothership.
Oh, the comedy.
The comedy mothership.
I don't know, man.
During Kill Tony.
Joe Rogan's got so much security there, man. I feel
True.
Like it'd be hard to get a plane anywhere.
Someone come out.
I feel like the comedy mothership
wrestle it.
has anti-aircraft.
It has an iron dome.
I think it has
an iron dome from
Rogan's head.
Yeah.
I think
they asked for the old. There was like getting replaced in Tel Aviv.
Yeah.
And someone who works for Rogan was like, "Could we get the old one?
Yes.
Could we just take that? Are you doing anything with it?" Like, yeah, why not?
For some reason, when I heard of the Iron Dome first, I thought there was a physical dome,
an actual thing.
That's how fucking stupid I am.
Yeah.
I was like, do they have like a dome?
Is it dark there all the time?
Yeah, it's like in the Simpsons movie where they put the dome over Springfield.
Yeah.
And Iron Dome, I was like, oh fuck, that's. But yeah, I mean.
Has someone done that as Simpsons predicted it with the dome and the Iron Dome?
Oh, yeah.
There's some moron been like, look, they predicted a thing that already existed, I'm pretty sure.
But also you could look at it that the Simpsons movie also predicted, because it's like, it's like that's what Israel did to Palestine. Like they're just locking them in
to
Springfield.
Yes.
And there's no water or food.
There's nothing coming in,
And it's like, maybe the Simpsons
predicted,
because the Simpsons do predict
Palestine
a lot.
Even though it was already happening.
It was happening.
It's been happening for a long time. It's happening before the Simpsons.
Yeah, I'm reading a book at the moment.
Okay.
Someone gave me a book and it's like the Israel-Palestine conflict. And it's like a short introduction.
Intro.
It's about this big.
That's a thin one.
It's a very thin book because I just can't. I'm not. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I'm only like a couple of pages in, and you're like,
cool.
They got screwed.
Yeah.
They got screwed.
How does it end?
I don't know. It's so funny.
How does this whole conflict end? Like, oh no.
I have no idea.
Nobody here knows.
But I'm reading this, and it goes back to like 1850 something or 18 whatever.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that like the British fucking.
You didn't know about the mandate for Palestine?
I didn't know about the fucking.
The British owned it.
The British owned Palestine, and I'm like, God, is there anything these cons didn't like fucking do?
Well, I remember when the first October 7th happening and being at an open mic.
The first one.
I remember when it reintroduced into the discourse.
Was there another October 7th?
No, sorry, I just meant October 7th. I meant the first, because before that, it was like a niche topic.
Okay.
It was like conspiracy guys and Muslims knew about it.
Okay.
At least in my experience.
Okay.
And if you just said something, what do you think's going on in Israel? Before then, they go, what?
Right.
I don't know.
Okay.
I saw they're on a show, are they? Israel, I've seen that. I've heard that mentioned before.
Yeah.
But I remember being at an open mic and the minds going at it of Israel, what's happening in Israel, Palestine.
Okay.
And always like a one-up of like how far you could talk about the conflict.
Yeah.
So someone would be like, well, the October 7th, and then someone would be like, well, you have to go back to the 40s.
Right. Yeah,
and someone goes, well, actually, you have to go back to 8. And someone goes, well, you have to go back to, and someone's being like, well, think about, 100 BC.
Yeah.
Like, that was the formation. Is it people going back and back and back to explain it? It's all too complicated.
It's way too complicated.
Yeah.
And I think, because it's like, I guess it all boils down to like them being like they were promised because they basically just wanted from the first 3 pages. I read the first 3 pages, so I'm basically an expert now.
Yes.
And they just wanted all the cool shit because they were like, they wanted to have control over places, and I'm getting this all wrong. They were all the things that were in the Torah. Or whatever.
The historical, the biblical
landmarks. They're like, we want all them in our land.
There's the wall.
So we want this temple or the place where Jesus got his first hand job or whatever. Like all these little places around
the Holy Temple.
And the Palestinians were like, fucking okay, all right, just take whatever. And and then
they've been creeping out.
Yeah, I think
outwards. There was a plan to put it in Western Australia at some point.
What?
Have you Israel, the Jewish state?
Really? They're trying to go to Israel.
You haven't seen all these weird places?
No.
It was there's this like little part of Western Australia that's pretty much It's very sparsely populated. Like there's
Okay.
no cities there now or anything.
Okay.
There was that Madagascar
Okay.
at one point,
Okay.
which would have changed the plot of that movie
Oh, totally.
a lot. You know?
that would have been crazy.
And then I think just some other random like little spots. There was I think some part of Russia now or something.
Yeah.
So it's just different places. Like, what if we put him here? What if we put him here? What if we put him here?
Yeah, because the first page of it or whatever is explaining that in the late 1800s or whatever, this guy Theodore Elzen something.
Yes.
And he was experiencing anti-Semitism in France. He was a
Crazy.
Jew, and he was just like,
That may be where I think that's where it was invented.
I think the French invented
Anti-Semitism.
I think
They
so.
modernized it.
They definitely modernized it. They made it. Yeah, I mean, so this guy was experienced anti-Semitism, and he was like, well, we gotta just make a place where it's just Jews, so we're safe from this anti-Semitism.
Yes.
But with social media, you can't. It doesn't matter where you are. You're never safe from anti-Semitism. You know what I mean?
That's it. Gets you everywhere.
It gets everywhere
Gets
now.
you
Like
everywhere.
even if you're in Israel, you just open your phone and you're gonna see fucking anti-Semitic reels.
Yeah, of course.
But I mean, yeah, like I've lost. Like I've like a friend that stopped talking to me over it, and like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a guy, a comedian, and he always just kept sending me shit going like, just stuff about Ireland, because Ireland's very pro-Palestine.
Yeah.
Very pro-Palestine.
Yes.
And that's all tied into like
Anti-colonization.
anti-colonization,
and
just everything, just
freedom
oppressors
fighter
and-
vibe in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And so then he just sent me all these things like, why does Ireland hate Israel? And like, because we'd like, whatever, we acknowledged it was a state or a country or whatever, and then
Yeah.
all this sort of stuff, and I'd be like, dude, whatever. And then I posted some video about Charlie, like Israel, like, and it was just a joke, like about
Yeah.
Israel killing Charlie Kirk,
Nice.
and it was super silly and whatever. And then he just blocked me on Instagram, and I was like, dude, what is this? And he was like, you're spreading anti-Semitism, and you're the reason I can't like speak Hebrew to my child on the street, and I've had to cancel gigs because of whatever. And I was like, dude, fuck off. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah,
not,
of course.
It's a joke. It's a silly joke.
It's a silly joke.
I mean, I see genuinely anti-Semitic.
Oh,
reels, you know what I mean?
baby, my algorithm is fucked up. I see racist. I think I've told a couple of people this. I saw
Yeah.
one. It was a guy who photoshops. He just finds photos of white women with their mixed race kids,
Yeah.
and then he photoshops them to be white,
wow.
like the kids to be fully white.
Yeah, I follow some pages now. I follow this one page, and it's so funny because I was talking to this other comedian, and he was like, "Oh, I love this page," and he's like, "I went to follow it," and I was like, "Probably wouldn't be great to follow this," and then he saw followed by, and then I was like, the only person he knows that was following it, and the page is just called Well. Do you know this page?
Yes,
It's-
I don't know the page,
Yeah.
but I can assume.
Yeah.
I can
And
make
it's
some assumptions.
Brian Griffin just with the thing going, well, after
Yes.
certain clips. And I don't know, I just think like, I don't know, yeah, I guess I just have a soft spot for racial humor, I guess. But, I mean, yeah, I don't know, like I have a...
I think that's why I'm so against legitimate racism.
yeah.
Is I go, you're ruining it for
Racial
me
humor.
with the humor.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
It's the genuine, like, because when I...
It's meant. I'm saying this, and I want people to tense up and feel horrified.
Yes.
I don't want someone to pat me on the back and go, "I know what you're talking
yeah,
about."
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
I like
I
what
don't
you were
want.
saying
It's
up
the
there.
opposite of what I want.
Yeah.
It's just funny.
It is, but like, it makes me feel better about making racist jokes when I see genuine racism, because then I'm like, okay, that's racism.
Yeah.
What I'm doing is just a bit of fun. Like, I remember...
I'm making fun of them.
Yeah, exactly.
How dumb would it be if I said this?
I'm making light of
what
this
they
horrible
said.
thing.
Yeah, of course.
But now I don't even, to be honest with you, I don't even fucking really make racist jokes. Well, like, not even racist jokes, but like, on podcasts, of course, whatever, because you're just shooting shit. But like, on stage, I've kind of stopped doing jokes about race, because I always just get like this fucking knot in my stomach, and I'm like, I'm not even enjoying telling this joke.
Okay.
So I feel like it's just a funny thought I had, so I gotta say it on stage. But I always get this knot of anxiety when I'm doing it, and I'm like, if I've got that feeling about a joke, it's like, I'm kind of like, oh, maybe I should, because if I'm not enjoying telling
If you're not enjoying, why do it?
why
yeah.
do it? Like, I used to have a bit about like where I do a black voice and stuff, and black people would find it funny, but white people wouldn't. And if I go into a room and it's mostly white people, I'd be like, this joke isn't going to work.
Yeah, I had that last night. I
Right.
did a gig in Essex.
Oh.
Just entry into Essex. It wasn't deep
Okay.
Essex, but it was the first time in a while where the crowd's like all white.
Okay.
And I got this one race. It's just like it's about racism.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't even say anything racist in it. It's just
Yeah.
about a very racist experience I witnessed.
Yeah.
And like it went fine, but it just didn't go as well.
Yeah, because you need...
When the crowd is like full of black people,
Yeah.
fucking it just pops in a way that
Yes.
it doesn't happen here because
course.
everyone's just a little nervous and like, oh, is this?
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
gonna be part of a rally now.
Yeah, and like I found like I do this joke where I say I ask if there's any gay people in,
Yes.
and if no one says anything, I go like, oh, mashallah or whatever, and it always does well in London. Because everyone's like, there's Muslims in the crowd and there's people who know Muslims and they get whatever.
Yeah.
And also they know what mashallah is. When I do it
Yes.
in Ireland, it kind of dies on its arse because first of all, there's not as many Muslims.
There's not as many Muslims.
No one really knows.
They're making sure of that.
They're making very
I
sure.
saw some stuff happening in Dublin. Yeah.
It's all kicking off in Dublin.
Yes.
And so I do it there, and people, it just dies.
They should be confused. They don't have the context and
the
also
context of what it is,
and it's where you actually see it. If you're in London, there's a lot of Muslims out in real life. You're like, yeah. But if the only thing is you're watching is like news, whether it's like more racist news or news describing what's happening, and you're like, I'm disconnected from that.
Yeah, there was
I don't
a
know
guy.
what I'm going to do.
Yeah, there was an Instagram page that I was glad that I unfollowed before it kind of blew up because it wasn't even. I like it when there's this guy called Woman Propaganda on Instagram, and he's kind of an edgelord. Like he's just an edgelord, and I'll throw my hands up. Sometimes I find that shit funny.
Yeah, for sure.
I wouldn't do it as like my humor on Instagram.
That's not your choice. That's just how your
gay.
humor is. It's exactly the same.
It's just like being you're born gay.
You're born with that sense of humor.
Yeah.
You could fix it.
Yes.
Right? Like if you're really hunkered down.
If I really prayed hard.
If you prayed hard and you took the steps. But you don't have to.
I don't have to do that.
You don't have to do that.
I am the way I am.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, like and then I unfollow them then because it just, when I feel like it starts going into like, because there's edgelord and then it starts
and
going
there's actual
into,
racism.
Then there's racism. You're like, oh, this guy's actually like spreading misinformation. And like, there's an agenda. Whereas like, I think there's a difference between that and then like, you know, a video and it's like just the planes crash into the trade center or whatever, and it's just like someone doing an edit that's funny.
Yeah.
There's this guy Michael McCarthy, he's an Irish guy, and he was just doing like these videos, and I also just have a soft spot for like, because I think when I was your age, like when you were like, what are you, like 25?
24, yeah, 25
24,
actually.
Right, so 25. Like that was maybe, when was I 25? So that was, okay, 25. I'm 20. I'm 32, and that's how bad I am. 7 years ago.
Take your birth year.
Yes.
And plus 25.
Yeah. That doesn't help whatsoever. So 25.
Go back, yeah.
1994.
Okay.
Plus 25.
Yes. Would be 2000 and
this is
20
that we can't think
19?
Yeah, let's go with 2019.
Sure.
But
feels like yesterday.
It does feel like yesterday, but maybe it'd be earlier than that. But like say like around the Trump's first administration.
First Trump, 2016 to 2020.
2016. That's when all this the sort of I hate using the word, but like woke, like this whole thing started about police and language and and like pronouns and gender and all that sort of stuff.
Yes.
And I think I was just young and kind of stupid and maybe angry.
Yeah.
And I found that all that really annoying, where it was like people getting in trouble for jokes and sitcoms having to apologize for doing blackface, or like Friends getting called out because the cast was all
white.
Just shit like this.
Very white show.
And then like Trump came along and was just basically like two fingers to everyone. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Retards back. All this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And then I sort of like developed a soft spot for like these really edgelordy meme pages and stuff. So even though like I'm older now, and now I kind of like I hate Trump and I just hate the right and all this sort of stuff, but that still remained where it's like I still love a little bit of like any page that's like calls out
simple edgy humor
stuff, but also any page that kind of calls out bullshit on the left.
For sure.
Yeah, just kind of like, this is bullshit or whatever.
Yes.
So there's this guy called Michael McCarthy, and the page is like, now watch this. And I followed because I saw a few videos, and it's just him like calling out like, I don't know, just some fucking bullshit, whatever.
Some Twitter storm because of someone said a joke, whatever. Yeah, sure.
But then I unfollowed it because it like started to drift into like, oh, he was just blatantly like misrepresenting. Like just he started because he's Irish and he started like chatting about immigration in Ireland and stuff. And I was like, oh, he's just spreading hate. And he's like, that's a lie and that's a false statistic. And I unfollowed him. And then like literally a few days later, an Irish comedian in Dublin made a video about him, like calling him out because she's like half comedian, half activist or whatever.
Yes.
The best combination.
Yeah.
And she then got loads of hate from his followers, and she has a huge following in Ireland.
Yeah.
And she took a screenshot of the guy's Instagram.
Yeah.
Being like, these are the people that I follow him. If you follow this guy,
follow him, you're a piece of shit. Yeah.
And I was like, whoo!
Got out of good. Missed that one. Yeah.
And it wasn't just here because like loads of people started doing it then.
For sure.
Because people are just.
But I think what it comes down is you got to look at it, because especially when you're doing gigs and you're in front of people in real life.
Yeah.
You realize how disconnected everything on Instagram. Like the people, the comments, everything.
Yes.
You're like, the people that I'm talking to in front of, they don't live in that world.
No.
They're not those people.
No.
You can trick yourself into thinking these are people when you're constantly looking at them. But you talk to a person and you're like, oh, there's none of this.
Yes.
There's none of this. If there was no Instagram, we'd all just relax because we wouldn't think that's what everyone thinks.
Oh, absolutely.
So everyone gets on edge when they're like, oh, that person's super woke, and they're going, that person's actually a racist or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're just probably there's just all people going about, But anyway, it's a pretty.
But like, I don't know about you, but like, if I wasn't doing
stand
up or anything, I would delete everything. Fucking.
I'd be hanging from a tree. I think.
Yeah, well, that is completely true. If I wasn't doing stand up, I would be dead.
If it wasn't for the idea of I need a social media and people to see me, I would delete Instagram.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have it. I'd want a flip phone.
Yeah.
I desperately want to be able to move over to flip phone.
Oh, yeah.
It just doesn't work with gigs and the way people message and fucking running around going, what time? Where the fuck am I?
Yeah.
I can't call someone.
Yeah.
What a psychopath if you get booked on a gig and you go, hey, can I have your phone number?
Yeah.
It's the only way you can contact me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not fucking booking that fucking guy.
No,
Fuck that.
Yeah, it's like...
But I'd love to get to that point. I'd love to somehow have that.
What, who is it? Bill Murray, I think, is this whole thing is that he doesn't have an agent. He just has an answering machine or something like that.
Yeah,
boy.
Old school.
I
want to be take the old school back.
Yeah, but I have had that where it's like, my screen time the other day, I think it was like 7 hours or something.
Yep.
Which is really bad. Then I'm like, I spend a lot of time emails on my phone and editing clips on my phone and stuff. So it's like maybe
it's
knock
okay.
2 hours off of that, and it's the other 5 hours is me scrolling on Reddit or whatever.
Just when you're aware of, when you come to the awareness that you're scrolling, but you can't stop.
Yeah,
this is terrible.
Oh, it's terrible.
This is terrible. This isn't what we were meant to do.
Or you're like, maybe we'll
break free of the chains.
Yeah, and then you're like,
turn off this podcast if anyone's listening at this point.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
Don't live.
This is brain rot.
Touch grass,
right
all that. Well, no, this is high intellectual stuff.
This is
actually,
no, it is.
I think so.
But but my whole thing is like, okay, I'll put my phone over on my bed.
Yep.
For an hour and a half, and I'll write. And then you go over and you look at your phone, and it's something like, do you want to open for... do you know what I mean? It's like some great offer to do.
It's a great offer, yeah, and then it's expired.
And then you go, and
you go, yes, please, and they go, sorry, 40 minutes response.
You're like, someone got it.
No, it's
2
all
minutes
good.
before I send out the text.
Yeah.
And you're like, anytime I've ever, it's like God being like, never
chaining you to the
phone.
phone.
Never take your eye off your phone. Anytime I've done that, fuck the phone over there. It's some text to do some fucking paid thing. Or,
great.
Do you know what I mean? Like a dropout at something.
It's a great opportunity,
I'm like, right, well, I'm just going to exist with my phone.
I guess I have to have that chained to me.
Yeah, like even when you go to watch a movie or something, like I can't, like recently, like I've been just...
You can't turn it off?
Well, you end up doing this, like about just a couple of times, just going... okay.
If I'm at... The last time I saw a movie was One Battle After Another.
Great movie.
And it was kind of like a midday. It was like I finished my cafe job, so it was like 4 p.m. or something on a Monday. So it's pretty empty.
Yeah.
I just chucked my phone like 2-3 seats over.
Okay.
And I put my jacket was over there or whatever, so I'm not even in reach of it. And it was so good.
Yeah.
Didn't look up, didn't touch my phone. To watch a movie.
Yeah.
Is where we're at.
Yeah.
I need the attention to watch a movie.
Yes.
Which is insane.
I mean, it's I saw the...
People used to go outside and look at trees. They'd love to watch a movie.
I know. I try to.
The movie was the one thing they were like, I get to watch a movie. That's when my brain gets fried.
Yeah.
Right, with the fucking attention span. That's when I get to get all those nice pleasure.
Yeah, like
pleasure juices in my head.
Yeah, like I look back to like maybe like, do you know what I mean? Like I think smartphones and all that sort of shit like would have started maybe when I was like the idea of being phones having the capability to keep you distracted,
to keep you occupied.
Because like phones when I up until I was like I don't know like 19.
Yeah,
18, like you just text and that was it.
That
like,
was it.
You used your laptop for anything social like Facebook or whatever.
For sure, yeah.
And I'm trying to think back to like prior to like that. I'm like, what? I'm trying to envision like
what did you do?
What did people do? Like,
what did people do?
I'm trying to picture being on a bus or a train and looking around and being like, what is everyone looking at? Like, what is like what? I suppose iPods and fucking.
There was iPods before then I guess there was newspapers.
Yeah, newspapers.
At one point.
So I was on a plane the other day and I saw some.
If you go far back enough, you had a minstrel show.
You did have a minstrel show.
Yeah, and you owned the minstrel show.
You did own the minstrel show.
You took that with you.
You
you said, play that.
Yeah.
Go, do that one for me.
Yeah.
While you're on a carriage.
Yeah, I mean, it's horrible to say, but like, there is moments where like slaves would be very convenient. You know what I mean? As an individual, but also as a country, where you're like, we need this done.
Yes.
We don't have to pay them.
Yeah.
Here's some bread, so you don't die.
Slavery was terrible.
It was terrible.
You can't deny owning one would have been sick.
I need to I need to say it is a terrible thing.
It's a terrible thing,
and it's still happening in the world in some places. And but extremely, extremely handy if you were a country or a leader and you wanted
to do anything.
I want a big
project.
I want a big wall built around whatever.
Yeah.
Just throw humans at it and whatever.
Yes.
But also on a personal level, like there's shit every day. Like I wish, like I'm so tired now of like I don't know, like wiping my ass. Like that's something
absolutely.
I'm so tired of. And
someone do
like,
laundry?
Don't do like, but like it's just something
incredible.
Simple. Can I just have a slave? And I think that when you say the word slave, there's a connotation that that's what you say when you say slave.
But you're Irish.
But I'm Irish, and we were used as slaves.
Yes.
But when you say slave, I think people's minds straight away go to black people. When I say slave, I'm thinking it could be any race,
any color.
But I'd like to.
You're the racist. Anyone putting black people onto that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just want.
That's where Slavs. Comes from the term slave. Because they were so heavily enslaved. That their whole race was like, well, these are slaves.
These are the slaves.
That's just what they are.
Well, yeah,
and then we cut it down to slabs, and now they, get drunk or whatever they do. So
Slavic, what would be countries? What would be the countries where like Slavic? Like, what would that be now?
So I guess like it's Russia.
Yeah.
It's like Russia. I guess Ukraine.
Right.
They're so different people, those guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
That cooled down. No one gives a shit anymore.
It's cooling down.
It used to be great. You used to bring up Ukraine and people would get tense the way they do with Israel now.
Yeah.
No. Old news.
Yeah. No. That was like the default thing.
What are you? Ukraine and aeroplane food.
Yeah, that's it. It's like
it's done.
It's done. People are like, this is fucking boring.
Yeah, exactly.
But
and then so my wife is Macedonian.
Right. Okay.
So she's a Slav.
It's the closest you can get to
Macedonian,
Montenegro.
Easy. That's what it's called.
That's
Black
what it's
Mountains.
called. Yeah, the Black Mountains. Is that what it is?
That's what they are. Big Black Mountains. BBMs.
BBMs.
Yes.
That's a good porn category.
Yeah. This was called Serbia. Serbia are Slavs.
Yeah. So when I'm saying I'd like a slave,
it could be one of those.
It could be a white person, and it's all I'd want them.
It should be, I think.
Yeah, all I'd want them to do is
the optics of owning a black slave would be terrible.
Would be terrible. I mean, for your career and just for everything. And
but if you owned a white one,
it'd be fine.
Probably the only one that we could own. That's no one gets mad at.
Yeah, I think if it was like if you owned a straight heterosexual cisgendered man,
absolutely,
and you beat him every day, I don't think anyone would really bat an eye.
No, I don't think so. But also, you could just be nice to it.
You could be nice to
it. Well, it's a property now.
It is property.
That's where we're putting it.
Yeah,
it is property.
Yeah, but I would like a slave to just little things like wipe my ass. I'm so tired of doing that. Like it's just it ruins pooing for me because pooing is my favorite thing to do in the world. But the wiping of the ass thing is just I'm so Tired.
It would
of
be
it.
weird the jobs people get now if slaves existed now. The roles.
Yeah. It'd just be go down to the chicken shop below.
Yeah.
And just get me
Yeah.
chicken and get yourself a piece
Get
of
yourself
chicken. as
something.
well.
Why not?
Yeah.
I'm doing comedy admin.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Just
making sure that invoice got paid from 2 months ago.
Can you subtitle my stand-up
That's
clips?
it. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yes.
Can you be a guest on my podcast? Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, of course.
you're stuck for a guest for your podcast
Yeah.
that week. So you have a slave
Just
and you're
go,
like,
"Come on,
so what's
come
going
on."
on in your life? And you're like, not much. I've been chained to your fucking radiator
Yeah,
for
of
weeks.
course.
So I don't really have much to talk about.
Yes.
But I mean, yeah, I'm trying to think what other menial tasks I could just
Yes.
someone to I don't know.
The beautiful thing is that in this fantasy where slavery exists,
Yes.
is that we get to be the ones owning it.
Yes.
As long as there's no chance I'm the slave.
Or that it comes back to
Right?
bite you in the ass. Yeah.
Exactly, because that's
Yeah.
probably what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Is going to be like, you know.
Was there any stories?
We'd all
of,
just
like-
get owned by every upper class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're all just
Do you think people would bat an eye now if, like, say, the like black people?
I'm gonna say yes, whatever the question is.
Yeah. But like, if black people were like, we're gonna own some white people for a little bit of time because it's only fair. Like,
I don't think the power balance is flipped hard enough to allow that
That is true.
to happen.
That is true.
Right? I don't.
But in a
think
perfect world, or in a sort of
in a perfect world,
in a hypothetical
world where black people now have the institutionalized power,
Yeah.
some people would be mad.
Yeah.
I'm sure, but they're already mad.
Yeah.
There'd be plenty of guilty whites who would say, yes.
There would be.
There would be a huge, and they're also the most useless slaves to own.
Exactly.
Is those types of guilty whites who would say, I think it's good that I'm owned now.
Yes.
Because this is what we need to create an equal society.
This will help me cope
And then
with white guilt.
and then after 6 hours, they're like, I'm tired.
Oh yeah, because they're like vegan and
They're just being
weak
annoying, you know.
and yeah. So I think
I understand that you own me, but this is sexist language that you were directing
Right.
towards me.
Yeah.
I don't think that is fair.
Yeah.
You can own me, but we don't have to be derogatory.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You have to ask for consent. This isn't fucking Michael Fassbender in 12 Years a Slave,
Yeah,
right?
exactly,
You cannot.
You can't do that.
I remember reading about that because there's a really bad rape scene in that movie. Have you seen 12 Years a Slave?
No.
Oh,
Oh yes, I think I watched it in school.
Wow.
But maybe we skipped the rape scene.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
I
Yeah.
hope so.
Because in my school, they would skip the rape scene, not because it would traumatize us, but because people would make a joke.
Yes.
100%.
Really?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Someone would say something, someone would make some joke, and it would ruin the thing, it would ruin the experience,
Yes.
and that's why they would
Ruin the
skip it.
experience.
It would ruin the experience of watching a rape.
I'm into this.
Yeah.
Watch it. I'm focused here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be the guy that's telling the person making jokes to shut up.
Shut up, all right? We're trying to
Shut
watch
the
this
fuck up.
brutal
I'm
scene.
here. Yes.
But Michael Fassbender said after he shot that scene that he was like fucking really upset, like he was crying a lot.
Yes.
and stuff.
Yeah. Of course.
And it's like, I guess, I can see why that would completely.
It might upset you a bit.
It might upset you a little bit.
It might get you down.
Which is weird because I think the lady in the scene was like kind
She's
of.
fine.
But then again, she's a lady in Hollywood. It's just another day at the office. I guess,
Yeah,
for her.
true. I think
She's
there
like-
was one. Was it that Margot Robbie was in some film? What was the Hollywood? It was like about old Hollywood from a couple of years ago.
Ooh, Babylon.
Maybe Babylon.
Yeah.
It might be that. It might be something. But there's a scene where she. There's just like a movie producer,
Okay.
like a fat movie producer,
Okay.
who's being like, it's a visual medium, darling. Like in
Okay.
the audition, and she just has to lift up and show her pussy.
Right.
in the film. And I think they like both whoever the actor was and her were like, yeah, that was a.
But it's
Wasn't
it's
a rape
yeah.
scene. It was just like that, but it was like I think it must have been traumatic for them because they're both actors.
Right.
So they're like, oh, this is pretty close to home.
And then it turns out it's an animated movie.
Yeah,
It's like, I'm gonna need to see your tits.
I need to see your tits for
It's
this.
just important for the character.
Yeah,
You cast in the movie, and it's just like, it's an animated.
yeah, we're gonna
So-
get you in the booth.
Yeah, it's just we need to see if you can fit in the booth with those tits. But
Yeah.
What
What do you think when you see tits?
I you know what?
Anything you appreciate them?
I do when I see
Rob is gay. In
Yes.
case you hadn't noticed.
big gay bo. But the tits. Sometimes I can appreciate tits like it's jazz or something. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't like jazz. I've never
yes.
listened to jazz.
For sure.
But I know some people really love jazz.
Nice.
And
Gotta watch the way it's not jiggling.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
also what they say about jazz is that it's the notes that you're
not playing.
you're not playing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, lovely.
Sometimes I see a pair of tits and I'm like, I can see why.
I can see what's
the appeal
happening there.
of jizzing on a pair of tits,
For sure.
or motorboating
But
a pair of tits,
it doesn't.
or
Yeah.
But, I don't know. It's interesting.
I see.
So yeah, because
You know what's interesting? I feel like comedy. I think you're the only one I can think of the top of my head in London.
Yeah.
But in Australia, there's definitely a more. I feel like I know a lot of gay guys who
Right.
don't seem gay.
Okay.
Like you're in that camp.
Yes.
Like I assume you
Funny choice
camp.
of words.
Hey,
But hey, come on now.
I assume like when you're on stage, the point where you decide to tell the audience you're gay
yeah.
is a moment you get to choose and play around with.
It's always fun.
Unlike some of these other fellas, you can tell the moment
I
they
feel bad
touch
for
the
them.
mic. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel bad that they don't get to have that moment.
Yeah, exactly. But I've known a couple, and I think I can tell now.
When someone's getting
It's the way it's the way you guys hold the mic.
Oh really?
Yes.
Holding it in a
I don't think you're doing it gay, but I reckon if I last time I saw you on stage,
Yeah.
I looked at you. I'm like, that's a gay mic
What
technique.
was I holding it like this?
There's a limp wrist.
Was there a limp wrist?
You have a limp wrist.
Oh my god!
No matter
no.
how straight the appearance is,
So there's a little bit of a.
there's a little bit of a limp wrist.
Fuck, man.
I've known guys who are like hard. I know hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Like ex-gangster, but he's gay,
Yeah.
whatever, and you can't tell at all. When he holds that mic,
It's a little
I can
bit,
see it.
It's
I
a
can
little
see
bit
it.
Like this.
There's just a limpness to the wrist.
Ah.
So if there's a skill for calling out which comics are gay
you
when they
look
don't
at-
appear to be gay, I reckon I'm the best in the world.
But there's some ways that people hold microphones that drive me fucking insane.
Oh well,
Straight
let's
guys.
go.
They hold it like. I'm not even going to do it to this because I don't want to damage your
That's
mic.
all right.
But-
They press it in.
Well, they hold it by the. They don't even hold it by the mic. They cup it in their hands.
They hold the cord.
And then the hand thing goes into this, and they hold it like it's the weirdest. And I see comics.
But
do
I see it when they just bend it right in,
Oh
and
my
I'm just
God,
you're just
dude.
destroying the lifespan of
just-
that fucking
Exactly.
mic.
I know.
And
a lot,
they don't give it's not their cord, and they don't care at
Yeah.
all, and it always annoys
But I'm
me.
also
Yeah.
like, who started that? Like, how? Why do you? Like, I see the way some people hold mics, and I'm like, that cannot be comfortable.
Yeah.
Like that, you're balancing the mic in your hands.
Yeah.
Like that, and I'm like, dude, it's absolutely fucking
Yeah.
infuriating. But
I have a lot of people I want to lift their elbows up.
what do you mean?
Well, because they're just
here.
they're just here.
Yeah.
And if I'm close to the stage at all, I want to run on, and I just want to grab.
Yeah.
I just want to do that.
Yeah.
I say, please, just let us hear what you're saying.
Yes.
Like, just do that.
Yeah.
Don't make everyone fucking. We're missing bits.
Yeah. You have a microphone. People,
Yeah.
You know.
So talk into it.
The funny thing about the gay thing coming out on stage is
Yes.
that it's great to have that in my back pocket for if like after a really dodgy joke,
After
like, I could make
dark,
a horrendous joke
Yes.
and the room and just saying that can just like I
Yeah.
almost hate doing it because it's a
Yeah.
hack, like I'm actually
It's
cheating.
a skill. Yeah.
I'm cheating.
Yeah, of course.
So and they'll always
It also doesn't make sense to be like, you guys think I'm racist?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gay, actually.
I sucked the black guy's dick
I'm
last night,
actually
alright?
gay. And they go,
So
guess that guy can't be racist.
yeah. So I mean it's a great little thing that
Yes.
but when it's funny because there's just so many gigs that I do that where it's like until I say that, I'm like I'm done, like I'm struggling, and in my head I'm like I hate that this is gonna get them on my side, but here we go. And the minute I start talking about that, they just I start getting big laughs, and I'm like, I kind of hate it a little bit.
Everyone has bit. I mean, my goal is always to get rid of those out. I used to work as a children's entertainer,
No,
and yes,
doing what?
Entertaining. what the fuck do you
It's
mean?
a weird
doing
way of
what?
saying pedophile.
They were having a good time.
They were
goddammit. They were
entertained.
having a great time.
They were entertained by my balls.
Yeah,
alright?
they were laughing.
So like, you have to tell me about this.
I
one.
would dress up as characters from
Wow.
movies, superheroes, a lot
Wall-E.
of that stuff. It was never Wall-E.
No.
We never could go. You can't
Yeah.
go cross. Robot.
Yeah,
That's
no,
a tight. Someone
that's
could have
yeah.
offended at that.
Yeah,
But no, I'd do that, and I'd run games, and I'd dance, and I'd play music, and blow bubbles, and balloon animals, and all of that.
wow,
All of that stuff.
How did you get into that?
I was an actor.
Right.
And it's
okay.
a classic actor job.
Yes.
And I just went to apply to some casting, and it was pretty good money.
I'd say so.
It's good. I was making I don't know, on like a weekend I'd make about like $600. That's Australian, so probably like half of that.
Yeah.
But still, like if like a week, and then if I need about you need about 1,000 a week to live comfortably. You can live off 600. So
Yeah.
do that, work a shift or two at a cafe, and then I'm fucking sweet. You know?
Wow.
So I used to do that,
Yeah.
and I have some jokes about that, which are some of like the first jokes I ever wrote that worked.
Yes.
Because it's like it's immediately people just like it.
Yeah.
See, the moment I say I worked as a children's entertainer.
Yeah.
Because I can, especially I'm the same after I do a dodgy joke.
Yeah.
I just let it go silent. I go, I used to be a children's entertainer.
Yeah.
And they love that. They go,
yeah.
"Whoa, that's crazy."
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm trying to, because they're just the first jokes I wrote in there. They kind of bore me, so I'm trying to phase them out.
Yeah.
But it's like a discipline I have to have.
I can't phase out the gay thing.
Because if you don't have to mention it, I guess.
Sometimes I do, and I'm very proud of myself.
Using it as a save, I guess. You know.
But I'm proud of myself. Sometimes I'll do a 10-minute set, and I'll get off stage, and I haven't mentioned it. And I'm like,
have you ever had someone decide that you're straight?
Oh yeah, I did a gig in Leeds once, and 2 women complained afterwards.
Yes.
And they said I was homophobic and all this sort of stuff. And the producer was like, "Well, like, you know, he is gay." And they were like, "No, he's just saying that so he can say that shit about gay people." Which is, you know, in fairness, back maybe a few years ago, I did say mad shit about gay people.
Yes.
Like just like I just would call out little, like, I do bits about how like just things that I would find hypocritical in the gay community or whatever, or like the LGBT whatever. Like about how I had this one bit about how like gays are like so opposed to conversion therapy. I think it's illegal.
Mm-hmm.
It should be banned. All this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But then those same gay guys are like, a lot of the time they're like, "Oh, I love turning straight men," and all that sort of stuff. So then the bit was basically like, well, like, which is it? Is it a choice or is it not? Like, 'cause you're whatever. And it always just came across as like angry.
Yes.
And I never really had a punchline for it.
It's also a particular niche, I feel like, in the gay community where a very straight person might not even know about the turning a straight guy gay fetish.
Yeah. But then I also had this when I started. I remember some lesbian comic was chatting shit about me, and she said it to some comic that we know. And they told me, they were like, "Oh yeah, this lesbian, she was chatting shit about you. She was saying that you're like, how did she phrase it? Like, I was betraying the community by
gay Uncle Tom.
A gay Uncle Tom.
Yes.
Yeah. I did used to say that on stage, and it made people very uncomfortable. And
did you do a voice?
No, I didn't do a voice. I have done voices.
Straight massa, man.
Yeah, massa, and and she was like, "Oh, he's betraying the community with some of the stuff he's saying," and I'm just like, "Oh, I just never."
I feel like there is a lot of pressure for when you have a identity that is a protected class.
Yeah,
there then becomes a pressure within the industry to make that very important to you.
Yes,
and you should talk about that.
Yeah, and
I find that is a very weird form of discrimination.
Mm-hmm.
To say, well, you're a gay comic.
Yeah.
So now your hour should be about whether you're struggling coming. It should be something about that. You can't really decide what else you want to do, you know?
Yeah, and I've never, like what was I going to say there? It's gone. It's slipped my mind now.
That's
but I was like, if I was to like devote all of my social media content, all sorts of stuff about being gay.
Yes.
In a few weeks, I'd have about 50,000 followers. Like, it's just
for sure.
If you see it with other, like, if you lean into like the immigrant thing, being Muslim, black, fucking gay, bisexual, trans, you just find this.
There's a niche.
You find the algorithm finds
the algorithm, but it also it makes sense that it's easy to market.
Yeah.
Because it's very hard to market saying, "I promise I'm funny."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
which I think is that's what I want to. I want to be funny.
Yes.
And that's really, I just want people like, this guy's the funniest guy.
Yes,
We'll go see him. But that doesn't work on a poster. Yeah. Saying, I swear I'm the funniest guy.
Yeah.
But saying gay immigrant story, immediately I know what I'm getting into.
Yes.
I know I'm going to see. So that's just kind of but that's also then becomes the curse of being that, because then then you kind of get into one lane. And
Yeah,
if that fulfills your creativity, I'm sure it might. But I feel like for a lot of people, for myself, it certainly would. If I had to talk about being Australian, I'd rather kill myself.
You're just limited.
If I'm going to Edinburgh with the Aussie and I'm wearing the big hat and be like, whoa, I'm an Aussie living in London. Let me tell you about some of the wacky adventures.
Yeah.
I'd kill me. I'd make sure someone does.
Yeah, I don't even talk about being Irish really on stage, because I just feel like everything that could be said about being Irish by a comedian has been said.
Yeah. And you guys are like everywhere.
Yeah. And it's just like...
that's how it feels like as an Australian in London, where you go, well, we're everywhere. I'm not... Yeah. No one cares.
And I think as an Irish comic...
not getting on an immigrant lineup.
No.
You know?
Yeah, I remember, there was an immigrant show and I applied for it and they were like, yeah, you're an immigrant, but you're not...
not really.
Yeah, you can go home. It takes you an hour to get home. Yeah, you're not, you know what I mean?
It takes me fucking 2 days to get home.
I know, it's insane.
But it still doesn't
it's insane.
count.
You can see my country if you go to the very, western tip of fucking Wales.
Oh, you can see Ireland over there.
You know what I mean? So that doesn't really count, But I mean,
and to be fair, if I'm English and I'm thinking about colonizing some places, I can fucking see the place.
Yeah, if you can see
the
this,
fuck out of here,
you're
can't be
taking
mine.
it. You're absolutely taking
it. It's right there.
But also, I think that if you're Irish and you go on stage as a comedian, I think people automatically just presume, oh, he's going to be talking about being Irish.
Yes.
He's going to talk about the English and drinking and fucking all that sort of stuff. So I really just, once or twice I've written bits about being Irish and stuff and about our relationship with England, and it always, even though I think I've got an original angle, I'm like, this is hack, just fucking, because it's just been done by every angle. I can't think of an angle that hasn't been done. Yes. So it's just like, fuck it, I'm just not gonna
do something else.
Yeah.
Talk about something else.
Talk about something else. Yeah. But I need to take a piss, man.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Just making sure my hands are dry.
Okay. That's a thing?
It's a thing.
That's a thing for you?
Yeah.
Dry hands?
Making sure I have dry hands because I'm afraid of getting electrocuted. You know
oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Nice.
I just don't like...
You're mentally ill.
I am extremely mentally ill.
Beautiful.
So, even though I knew my hands were dry when I left the bathroom, I was like, I need to dry these again because
double check.
I don't want to hold the mic and get electrocuted.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's it's the bane of my existence.
That's good. With that's a good comedy way to die.
To get electrocuted
through a mic.
Through a mic, it's die on stage. Yeah, I mean
it's like your biggest gig ever. You sold out the You're doing the O2.
Yeah,
and then you walk up to the mic.
You slip on a banana.
Shake hands with the opener.
Yeah,
and then you touch it. And then you die.
Yeah. It's my biggest fit. That and fucking I was walking through Tottenham Court. No, not Tottenham Court Road. Where was it? Highbury and Islington Station the other day, and I walked past a photo booth. For some reason, there's a photo booth in the train station. Yeah. And there's a little curtain.
That is a great question. Why is that there?
Why is that?
Who wants to? Oh, at Highbury and
well, I'll tell you who's using it. I walked past it, and it was a few feet away from it, and then the little curtain was pulled over.
Yes.
And I could see 3 pairs of feet just in the thing. I was like, what the fuck? And the curtain opened, and then there's just a black guy with a crack pipe and a lighter.
Nice.
And he was just like, and
nice. Memories to be cherished forever.
I know, yeah. And then there's just 2 kind of other guys just fucking just
hanging out,
literally in the background, just zoned out. And then just all the way home was like, I've inhaled crack.
Okay, yes.
You know what I mean? I'm going on ChatGPT.
How to deal with inhaling.
Yeah,
crack.
I was like, did I inhale crack and all that sort of stuff? And then the funny thing with ChatGPT is that it'll reassure you. It'll be like, it's fine. You were too far away. You know, it was a ventilated space. But then if you just go, yeah, but could you be wrong? And then ChatGPT's like, well, I could be wrong. I can't. It's possible you inhaled crack. So it's I had to see a doctor the other day, and you can really annoy a doctor or a psychiatrist by saying, oh, but I asked ChatGPT.
I talked to ChatGPT.
Oh, dude.
I get very annoyed at ChatGPT.
Right, why?
I keep on saying, don't talk to me like you're a person.
Okay.
When it's, hey, if it says, hey, that's all right.
Yeah.
And then I immediately am like, don't pretend you're a human.
Right, okay.
Give me the facts. Yeah. And that's it. If I ask you how to do this, I want point by point. And then it says, I'm so sorry for that one. No, you're doing it again. Don't apologize.
Yeah.
You're not a thing. You can't apologize to me.
But also don't say I'm sorry. Who are you?
Yeah, what do you mean you?
Yeah, I keep saying, like, if you ask me, or whatever, and I'm like, but for some reason in my head, I do see it as a person. Like, I'm polite to it.
Well, that's what it does.
I'm less polite to it.
Every now and then I horny message it.
Oh, really?
And I say, could I fuck you? Like, what if you're my slut?
Yeah.
It says, I'm not a thing.
Right.
That's when it pulls back on the I'm a person vibe.
Right. Okay.
It real quick says, I'd like that you respect our friendship, but you can't have a relationship with me.
But isn't there a version of it now that's available where it is like a sexual?
I'm sure you can get a horny one.
You can get a horny one.
Absolutely. I'm sure that came first.
It's really crazy how quickly fucking like that movie Her, the Spike Jonze movie.
Yes.
Like how quickly that became
reality. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because I can see how a lonely person would just end up
when they have the voice. I've never talked to one with the voice, but I know guys that have the voice one.
I would I
would go crazy on this.
Well, yeah, I can see how like
you couldn't wipe the cum off my phone screen if I had a lovely lady voice.
I would need to get a new phone every day. What
absolutely.
I would do to the phone.
Yeah, I'd have to walk into one of those phone shops and I'd be like, I need a screen protector.
Yeah.
I need it's cum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm not even going to try to say it's something else.
Yeah, I'm
know. Coming at you as a person.
You're the 10th guy that day to go in and be like, oh, it's yogurt on my I dropped it in a tub of whatever.
Yogurt. And I'm going to do it again. I need one that can protect it, please.
Yeah. I saw this was scary, but also I'm like, I could see myself using this where it was like, so say like your grandmother's about to die.
Absolutely.
So you get your phone and then you record them speaking for whatever, a couple of minutes.
And it can make them.
Yeah, and then you video them and you walk around them like this. You get a 360-degree view of them.
Yes.
And then this fucking machine.
Get as much conversation as possible.
Yeah, and then
voice.
you go, oh, I miss my grandmother. She's dead. You take out your phone. And you can just start talking to her, and it's as if you're on FaceTime with a person.
Yeah.
And it's fucking... I showed it to my mom, and it really fucking spooked her out, like... Because my mom's just, like, she's in her late 60s and
of course.
Like, she's just like... No... It just, like, was scared her.
It freaked her out, yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to be doing this with you. You know what I mean? Like, trust me, I'm not... I'll take your death badly. I'm going to be talking to you from beyond the... You're going to be talking to me from beyond the grave, like...
Wow.
But I mean,
I hate
it's
that.
Definitely unhealthy because you're not processing grief in the fucking.
You're holding on.
Yeah, but then
just
again,
keep holding on.
Yeah, I mean,
why not? No, there's a lot of reasons why not.
Yeah.
Death is a thing that happens. It's a human thing to deal with death.
Yeah, unless you're that fucking guy. What's his name? Brian Johnson, the CEO, who's
the guy who's trying to
live forever.
Youth
maxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw there's all different types of maxing now.
There's a lot of maxing
There's
now.
retard maxing. I saw some guy. There's one of these like life coach type guys, like these alpha male coach, and he was like, I thought the post was like a meme or like a joke, but he was like, he calls it retard maxing, whereas like if you just approach life like you're retarded,
you'll be better.
You're just better off. Like you get shit done.
You see things in shapes and colors.
Yeah, you just get things done. You're just like, you don't question anything. You just go okay, and you agree to things, and you just whatever. Yeah, and then obviously there's people in the I didn't know this word was back, and it's just like oh god, whatever. You can. It is back. I've found. I've said it on stage a few times, and it's like there's not that tension.
There's not that
in the air anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like like a few years, like moving when I first moved here, I feel like if you said retard on stage, it would fucking. I remember the first time I think I said it on stage here. It was in because when I was in Berlin, it was the fucking Wild West. Like you could just fucking say whatever. But the first time I said it on stage here was like I don't know, maybe like a year and a half ago. And I was doing new material. I was reading out the thing, and then I did some terrible joke that bombed.
Yes.
And I said, that was fucking retarded.
Yeah.
And just as I finished the thing, and then there was like the second, and in the room, they all burst out laughing. And I was like, oh, okay, there we go.
Oh, when I said
retarded, I went,
that was retarded, yeah.
That was so retarded.
Yeah.
And then the room just erupted, and I was like, oh, okay, all right, well. And now I say it now in a bit where I'm quoting Trump, because Trump called Tim Walz retarded.
Yes,
the governor of Minnesota.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it in that, but like, I guess it's like, it's never. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I think as far as comedy goes, obviously there were a whole lot of people who went it's just once again all the extremes
Yeah.
of just someone being like, well, you said it, now you should never work, and this person should be hunted down or whatever. But like also, I think if you look at comedy before a particular time, you go, everyone was getting away with too much. And there was a lot of substance lacking in everything you were doing. So it's good now to be like, hey, you can say it, but just be aware that you're saying it, and then do something with it.
But I'm like, if I'm gonna say retarded, which I think is the only slur I think I would ever. I mean, I'd love to say some other shit. I think it'd be hilarious. I mean, you listen to all Frankie Boyle albums.
Yes.
And the way he incorporates saying slurs into jokes.
Yeah.
Like there's a musicality to some of the punchlines where it's like, boom, and then a slur, and it's like, it is funny. But like with the saying retard, it's like.
Well, are you saying faggot on stage?
I say faggot quite a bit on stage.
I should hope so.
But even with that, I've only gotten to a point so I've been doing stand-up for over 5 years, and like it's only now I've managed to put it in a bit and it works. I think in the past I'd say faggot, and the crowd just like they knew I was gay, but the word is so fucking strong.
Yes,
and it's like
coming out of your not,
and also no one really ever
not particularly gay
face, and also no one really says it on stage. Like no one, the only people that you hear say it is like gay comics who are like, oh, I got called a faggot in school or whatever.
When they're very camp.
When they're very camp.
And they sing it. I've seen people sing it.
Yes.
They go, watch out, it's the faggot. You know what I mean? It's like it's a fun, sparkly thing.
Yeah, so I say that now, but it's like I've realised that if you're saying slurs on stage, it has to be completely necessary for the bit. And also placed, like you have to be kind of.
It can't be filler words around a.
You can't just be like.
Line.
You can't. Yeah, you can't.
I
just
saw
be
this retarded faggot down the street.
Exactly, like that's just going.
And then the joke's about the guy on the street. It's not about the words or anything.
Or if it's just in a story and you're just like, oh, they're my friend, and this guy, he's fucking retarded, and then you don't really. It's like it has to get away with it. It's like you have to fucking.
You have to do some work around it.
Some work around it. Use it in a nuanced way or whatever. Because if you just like, I've made the mistake in the past of just saying outrageous shit and doing voices and stuff, and you're like, it's really like.
I always get weirded out when black comics with quite a, I guess you'd call it like a middle class accent or like a posher accent.
Yeah.
And when they drop the N-word.
Yeah.
And I get a shiver down my spine.
It's probably like when I say faggot, like people are
exactly.
Like,
they go, and then you go, okay, sure.
Yeah.
But I, woo.
Yes.
If I close my eyes at that moment, something terrible's just happened.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I always have like maybe it's an OCD thing or like the strange paranoia that I'm gonna say it on stage one night by accident.
The N-word.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because sometimes I'll say it if I drop something. Like if I drop my phone.
Yes.
I'll just go, and then I'll say it, and it's like, and I think, I remember having this conversation with someone. It's like, I need to stop doing that because, like, one day on stage I'll drop something and I'll just go, and then I'll say it.
And then you have to improv the most poignant, amazing bit
about
from what you just said.
See what I did there now is I said that, but
it has to have a huge callback to when you just dropped it.
What I really meant was But there's also that I have this fear of like having like being on stage and having a Tourette's like uncontrollable.
Do you
thing
ever do
of
that?
doing a
Heil Hitler.
Heil Hitler.
You worry about an Elon.
I'm doing about
an
Elon
moment. Yes.
Yeah. I'm worried that I'll just think and I'll just spaz out and go, "Hui," and like do a Hitler salute or something.
I worry about the brain because the brain has all your. I feel like your brain has all your time stamps of when you've lived.
Yeah.
And all the different things you've been.
Yes.
So when you go home, you feel like a teenager, or whenever you left, right? So somewhere in there is, my 13-year-old humor.
Yes.
That was just raising Zig Heils all the time.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if I'm not conscious enough on stage, and I'm worried that I'm going to click back there and be like, I remember what was funny with my friends.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Just doing that. And I'll just start, hey guys, this is funny. And then, I'll get kicked out of the Israel gig.
Yeah, exactly.
Wherever I'm gigging,
Well, I like when I was in school, I don't know if you guys did this when I was in school, I fucking, me and my friends, you just draw swastikas and everything.
Yes, that was big, yeah.
You just draw swastikas on your books, on people's...
Because you just learn it's bad.
You learn it's bad and it's not... It was either cocks or swastikas.
Yes.
And there was one where it's like, if you're the guy that was sitting in front of you...
Did you ever combine them?
His shirt, yeah.
Cock sticker?
Cock sticker,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean that is.
It's
It
right
is
there.
beautiful. It is a
Yes.
beautiful image. It's
Yeah.
repurposing it.
But in
a
solidarity,
different way.
they're uncircumcised.
They're uncircumcised.
They're Jewish cocks.
They are Jewish penises. Yes. All penises that are drawn are circumcised. That's something that I realized.
True.
Recently,
Unless you really have attention to detail.
Yeah, it's much harder, I think, to draw
A circumcised
penis.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Gets rid of the shape of the head.
exactly.
So it's
yeah,
not as
yeah,
clear.
yeah. It's not as clear. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if there's a guy sitting in front of you and his shirt collar, something you'd reach over a pen and just draw like either a cock or a swastika.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And yeah, like just whatever, dropping N bombs and stuff, and like, cause yeah, like
I think we ever did that, but yeah. Did
Huh?
you? I don't think we were ever dropping N bombs.
Oh, we were dropping it.
But were you? It was an all white school. in
Yeah,
Ireland?
up until I was graduating. When I was graduating, that's when the first people of color were
Okay,
coming
cool.
in.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
a bit of indigenous, like Aboriginal community in the
Right.
school,
I know there
so
is
you
a
can't
word,
get around with yelling N words.
right, because I know there is a word for them that's almost
There's
as bad as the
Plenty of
N-words.
them.
Yes,
I'm sure there's plenty of
Well, you
them.
should- yeah,
I'm
maybe
sure
tell me
people were
about
coming up
them.
with them.
Maybe tell me the rest of them when we stop
Yeah.
recording.
Yeah, but I remember because I remember because there were no Jewish people in the town or ever like
Yeah.
there's in a very some specific parts of Australia,
Mm-hmm.
but there's nothing whatever. So my first time I heard about them was like watching South Park.
Yes.
So I remember I had a big phase of just calling people Jews
Yeah.
in class, like shut up, you Jew.
Did you? Yeah.
And I think one time a teacher called and was like, "What
Yeah.
are we like? What?"
Yeah, I was the same. I grew up in Ireland, and there's not a lot of Jews in Ireland, and I only got to know Jews when I moved to Germany. And
funny
that I thought
funny how that works.
I thought the Jews would avoid Germany
No.
at all costs. But so that's when I got to know Jews, and then it was just true like Family Guy and stuff, like just obviously anti-Semitic jokes about Jews or whatever.
Yeah.
But like we'd always use the word Jew as kind of like something like FIFA was like a big game that we would play as kids.
Yeah.
And we would call if you scored a goal that was like if you cheated a little bit.
Yeah.
Like if you were like 2-on-1 where it's like two of your players against their goalkeeper, and then instead of like shooting with the guy with the ball, you square it, you pass it to the guy so he has an open shot at the goal.
Gotcha.
That they call that a Jew goal.
Okay.
You'd be like, they do that, and you'd be like, you fucking Jew,
You're fucking
it's a Jew goal.
Yeah.
And like all through our teens,
Take
we
'em on.
never really knew what it meant, or
Yes.
you just associated the word Jew with like, oh, you cheater, or you
Yeah.
coward or something.
Yeah, it never really made sense.
And then like my mom, it's funny, she'd come out with like the wandering Jew is what you'd call someone who's a bit like someone who just doesn't know what to do in life.
Yeah,
You know what I
okay.
mean? You'd be like, oh, he's a bit of a wandering,
Jew.
And I've heard like other members of my older members of my family, they used to call someone who was a bit stupid, they call them a dozy Arab.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And I remember growing up hearing that, and he's like, oh, sure, he's a bit of a dozy Arab. It's only when you get older, you're like,
That was
fuck yeah,
crazy.
that's a mad thing.
Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
yeah.
what are we doing? Yeah.
That's also, you're probably worried about saying something like that on stage. Where you're just like, oh,
for
it's
sure.
fucking bit of a dozy Arab.
I remember we had a bunch of Chinese exchange students
Ooh.
one time,
Yeah.
and someone taught them the N-word, and they just started ripping the N-word.
Nice.
And then they had, it must have been one of the funniest assemblies
Yeah.
you've ever attended, because the principal has to come out and says, guys,
Yeah.
this is not on.
Who taught them the N-word?
No telling them the N-word, guys. And so
Yeah.
from now on, we're having a zero tolerance policy
Yeah, right.
for the N-word. I'm like, what do you mean from now on?
Yeah.
That was
Some kids like, so there's going to be no more black kids in the school. Like,
Yeah.
no.
No,
There will be
no.
black kids, but we
we're not.
can't
We can't
say the N-word.
We can't say the N-word. Don't.
Yeah.
And don't get a Chinese person to say it for you. That's
no,
also
that
really
is
bad.
funny though.
Yeah.
If they don't-
Very
If
funny.
they don't know what the word is, and
That's the thing. You go,
know what I
just
mean?
say. Someone's been like, yeah, say this.
yeah,
You know.
it's like when
And also, they're Chinese. They probably don't love black people.
no,
Right?
Yeah, no,
Yes.
there's no way. Japanese, Chinese, yeah, it's
In China, especially.
like
there's-
a lot of the black comics we know, like they wouldn't like. Someone told me, like some of the black comics we
They
know,
don't like Asian.
they don't
crowds.
like Pakistanis and stuff. For
Okay.
some reason. I was like, who do they not? Who do the black people not like?
Yeah.
And someone was like, oh yeah, Pakistanis and all this.
I,
Sort of
I,
stuff.
I was talking to I think it was a Sudanese comic, but he was doing like an Arab speaking gig,
Okay.
right? But most of the crowd is like Bangladeshis and Pakistanis and,
Okay,
and that
okay.
type of like that was the or whatever. And he said, I've never felt more like an N-word in my life.
Right.
Because they were like, don't come near me. Like, because he's African.
Yes.
So they're like, don't. He was like, I've never felt more othered, than in that room.
Yeah, I remember there was a black room here in London that was run by a guy. And it was funny, one night I turned up. This guy, Junior Booker, and there's one night I turned up. And it's so lackadaisical and like chilled out, and he just forgets who he's booked, and it starts like an hour late, and it's just mental.
Yeah.
And I turned up, and he was like,
"So it's a black gig."
It was a black gig.
Yes.
Yeah. And he goes, he's like, "Who are you?" And I was like, "Rob Moriarty. You booked me over Instagram or whatever." And he's like, "Oh, I booked too many white people tonight." And I was like, "Why? How many is there on?" And he goes, "It's just you." And then he walked away. But which I always thought was really funny.
That's hilarious.
And it was this guy Junior Booker, I don't know if you know him, and it's just like this, and everyone in the obviously 99% of the audience were black.
Yeah.
And when I told people I was going to do that gig, they were like, "Fucking go easy on the gay shit. They're not, they're not crazy on the gays."
Yeah.
But what I realized is that they're actually fine as long as you're not like really camp and flamboyant. That's the type of gay they don't like.
That's the type of gay.
If you go in and you're like, "Hey, you're cute," like you're not gonna have a good time.
No
one's gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
If you go in and you're just
which is
like,
weird because that's kind of black.
Yeah.
The campiness,
they're appropriate. Yeah. That's what they say about the
wigs, makeup.
Yeah. But that's the thing that they've gays have appropriated some of the slang and stuff from. There's a acronym for it where it's like.
I know that there's like a flow chart of words.
Yeah,
of slang.
Of slang that people
it started with black queer people.
Yes.
It's like black
Queen and stuff. I think all of this stuff
Queen,
is,
that was like black trans prostitutes in New York.
Yeah.
Right? And
Queen,
then
Slay maybe.
Slay, all that stuff, and then it trickles in one way then it trickles to black straight people.
Yeah.
And then trickles to the white gays.
Yes.
And then I get to have it at some point.
Right, at some point, yeah.
Well,
maybe
after it's dated. I hear about it months later.
Yeah. Hopefully at some point it'll trickle down to straight white people.
Yes.
Where you can, but there is some very touchy, I think, like black people who are like, they see, I guess, white people appropriating, like, I think it's like, is it BAME or like some acronym, and it is like black acts or something.
Oh, UAVE?
Yeah,
yeah. I think that's what it is. I think it starts with a U, yeah. I don't know what it stands for, but yeah.
And
yes, yeah.
Ways of speaking that black people sort of invented, and then whatever
people take it.
People have taken it and stuff because it's cool. Everything when I was growing up, I wanted to be black.
Everyone did.
I got really into G Unit and fucking 50 Cent and all this sort of stuff. I used to do a bit about how like, and I just wouldn't do it now because it's just whatever. But like when I was growing up, like me and my friends, like we really wanted to be black. Like,
yes,
that was our whole thing. We just started dressing black, like, sagging our trousers or whatever. Yeah. And then I was like, I wish I was black. And then as I got older, I was like, no, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm being white is like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's about it. Like, why would you choose? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Which is an insane thing to say when you're maybe 2 years into stand up and you don't have the skills to pull that bit off
that thing.
But I always thought it was funny to be like,
no, now I love being white, guys.
Yeah,
and I'm proud of it.
And I'm proud of
happy.
it. This idea of like,
no, of course,
thinking that being black was just 360 degrees, 365 days out of the year is just class.
Yes, yeah. Of course.
Being black is just having a great time, cars, money, bitches.
I remember the actual conversation with my friends where one of them was like, "Oh, if you could be any different race, what would you be?"
Yeah.
And they all said, "I'd definitely." They all said they'd definitely be black.
Yeah.
And I think I was just watching some comedy that was more turned on to the wokeness, or not even woke, but like the difficulties of being black.
Yes.
Like that actual reality. I'm like, I've heard it's not that good. And they're like, nah, it's cool. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've heard it can be troubling at times.
Yeah.
But we have no interaction with that. We just see G Unit.
Yeah.
Do that,
I used to, like, I realized this with like shoplifting. Like I shoplift all the time. I don't do it as much as I used to because I have a bit of money now, but I still would shoplift. And I've spoken to people of color about it, and it's like, one of the best sort of like weapons you can have in your arsenal when it comes to shoplifting is being white, because people do get racially profiled.
Fly under the radar.
Which is funny because a lot of the security guards are people of color.
Yes.
So it's hilarious that it's it's people of color being racist against other people of color, while the white man is coming in and basically taking advantage of that fact.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're going. Yeah.
And it's because I remember. Yeah, it's like I remember like friends who were people of color being like, oh yeah, like I go into supermarkets and stuff, and like I do go kind of get followed.
I get followed around. Yeah. I saw these guys pull off a wonderful little scheme.
Yeah.
Where they walked into a Sainsbury's, and one of them came in.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if they were. I can't remember what race they were, but they were clearly like homelessly looking dudes, right?
Yeah.
But then one of them came on like wearing a full balaclava and the hoodie over.
Yeah.
Couldn't be looking more suspicious.
Yeah.
Right? So he just goes and walks to the back of the store.
Brilliant.
And then I see like the two people work, like they're standing so close to the guy. They're just behind him. I just see him, they like taps him. This guy.
Yeah.
So then all three employees follow this guy to the back of the store.
Yeah.
And his mate just runs in and takes
Perfect.
takes his time and then goes.
Yeah.
And they kick out the other guy or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was like, of course, that guy looked too suspicious.
Yeah.
If he was going to steal stuff wearing that, he's a moron. No one's that dumb.
Yeah.
To go, I'm going to walk into wearing my bally and my hoodie over.
But I have utilized that myself with but I didn't have an accomplice. It was just by accident where.
Yeah.
I remember being in a Tesco, and this was when I was like so poor. I was like borrowing money from friends to pay rent and stuff.
Yes.
And I was literally like everything I would eat during the day would be stolen. Like that's just how I was living.
Yeah.
And I'd hit up different because I had a job at the time where I was kind of traveling around London or whatever. I was in a circus, and but I would go into a Tesco, and one time I was in a Tesco, and I was like, fuck this guy. The security guard's kind of like, he's kind of on it, like, you know, he's checking. Like, some security guards are just on their phone.
They don't care.
Picking their nose, they don't care. But this guy is like, he's taking this shit seriously. Like, he's going around, and then I just see like these like 10 black kids coming in, right?
Ah, yeah.
On rollerblades, you know these. Black kids
I've seen rollerblades.
And they're rollerblading up and down the thing, and they've got, you know, because they've got their school bags, their backpacks on the front. On their chests. So you go around and you just go like this.
Open, you just take it and you leave.
And they all came in on the rollerblades.
Yeah.
All the staff scrambling. And I'm like.
And then
this
you're like,
is amazing.
Sweet, I can eat.
My biggest haul ever.
Really?
I walked out with my arms filled
just
with
a
shit.
Ridiculous amount of stuff.
Because I was like, I'm not going to get this opportunity again.
Yeah, of course. I'm going
to
take as much as possible.
Does this big of a distraction walk into a supermarket while you're trying to steal?
Of course.
And it's great when you see.
Well, speaking of shopping, I had the Tesco right across from us. Yeah. Right? To Wednesday night, we get home. It's my wife's birthday. We've just had dinner.
Nice.
And then we're going to go to the Tesco and we're going to get some ice cream. We're going to watch Law and Order or something.
Nice.
That's what she likes. She's big into the rape shows at the moment.
Really? Yeah.
I get enough because I can't hear more.
I mean, you're surrounded by comedians all the time.
I am, I know, but
you're surrounded by rapists all day.
Well, I'm trying to get out of.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get out of that world. I'm trying to go to bed. She's got a laptop.
Yeah.
And I just hear like, oh, it's a double rape.
Yeah,
homicide or whatever.
Yeah.
But then it's the Tesco, and then we go there. We're gonna go in there, and then it's all taped off, police tape.
Oh.
And then we're like, oh, and then there's a police going, oh, Tesco's closed.
Yeah.
So then we go up to Sainsbury's and we ask the security guard there.
Yeah.
And we're like, what happened? And he goes, oh yeah, Tesco's closed. Like, no, but do you know what happened? And a guy stole stuff.
Yeah.
And then the security guard came out to like confront him. Mm-hmm. And then the guy stabbed that security guard.
Wow.
I don't know if he died or not.
Okay.
But there was a lot of blood.
Oh no.
And I came out in the morning for work and it was clearly like hosed down. It was all wet everywhere.
Fuck.
But it was quite bloody down there. So
yeah, I don't think I would take it that. I don't think I'd stab a security guard.
No. Well, because also like that's dumb.
That is dumb.
Because what are you stealing?
Yeah, it's like, is it worth it?
Because if you just drop the stuff, he leaves, and then you go walk down the road.
Yes.
Go steal it from the next place.
Exactly. It's not.
All right. You're not. Now you're stabbing people.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna actually get arrested for something.
Exactly.
You're wanted.
Yeah. If you just fucking.
What are they gonna? The security guy's gonna call the police and be like, he stole a meal deal.
Yeah, it's not.
Don't fucking waste my time.
And they're also not supposed to touch you, really.
Yes, of course, yeah.
You're just kind of like, because I've been caught a few times.
These guys across the road were quite aggressive, where I've seen them like follow people out of the store and be like, miss, miss, and they just start jogging off, and then they go, well.
I've only properly been caught once.
Yeah?
Yeah, and it was
You
bad.
pull the same trick with crowds where you go, I'm gay.
Yeah.
You're not going to believe this.
I'm gay. What about that?
How about that, all right?
But, I just went, I tried my trick of just like, getting a load of shit,
Yeah.
doing a few laps at the store, and just walking out
They're
the
just
front
walking
door,
out as if you
just
bought
as
it.
if I
Yep.
paid for it.
Yep.
And 9 times out of 10 it works.
Yep.
And this time I walked out, I was about 10 feet outside the store, and I just heard like, hey, come back. And I turned around, and there was like 2 people who worked for Tesco.
Yeah.
One was security, and he was just like, you didn't pay. And I was like, I did pay. And he was like, no, you didn't. And I was like, oh, sorry, I probably forgot, and whatever. And he was like, no, you did. You came in here on Monday. I didn't realize I did the exact same thing at the same Tesco a few days prior.
Yes, they
he's
have
like-
your photo.
They're like, no, you did this someone. And I was like, okay. And then I could have just dropped everything on the ground, but I was really nice about it. I went in and I put everything
Yes.
back, but I kept up the lie that I'd forgotten to pay.
Yeah.
I was like, you guys got it wrong, but I'll put everything back. You're not getting a cent of my money. Like, I just pretended
Yeah.
that.
And then what happens?
And then I just left.
And you just leave.
I
Yeah,
just
of
left
course.
Because I don't know. I guess they were like, I mean, he did steal, but he seems pretty chill, and he's putting all the stuff back.
Yeah, of course.
So, and then the only other times I've been caught at my local Sainsbury's, which was retarded, because I had a rule that I was like, don't steal from your local Sainsbury's.
Yeah, you don't have to ruin the...
Well, yeah, you'll get blacklisted, and then you won't be allowed
They
in.
ask you to leave immediately.
Yeah,
and then when you do want to buy stuff, you got to
Exactly.
walk. Yeah, of course.
So, but
then
then
you
I
did.
just I steal from it every day, but only like little small things, like just like if I'm getting a load of groceries,
Yeah.
I'll steal like a handful of shit.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, there was just one day recently where I took something, I can't remember what it was. I think it was like a bottle of Huel or something. And I walked out, and then the security guard followed me to the door,
Yeah.
and he grabbed it out from under my arm, and I was like, "What are you doing?" He was like, "You didn't pay." And I was like, "Oh, I'll pay for it now." And he was like, "Oh, are you gonna pay for it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I just forgot to scan it or whatever." And he followed me to the fucking self-checkout machine,
Yeah.
and just stood over my shoulder, just watched me like a hawk. And I was like,
Okay.
"There, yeah." And it's so funny trying to act like
You've
you
forgotten.
you were in the right.
Yeah.
You're like, "Oh, you happy now?" Yeah. I'm fucking. You think I was stealing? And it's like,
Yeah.
you just feel like such a
You're such a
fucking-
dick.
Such a
You're
dick.
like,
You're like,
I'm
"Yeah, I am stealing."
It's been annoying to
And
this
the
guy.
absurdity of like being angry at a guy for doing his job. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
of course.
Like, dude, what
It's
are you-
weird.
It's like, why are you doing your job right now? Just be cool. Like, I think half of these guys are like ex-child soldiers from Africa.
That's definitely the vibe
Just
you
like a
get.
scar going
Yeah, of course.
diagonally across his
Yeah,
face.
they've sworn an oath to the Tesco.
And it's the older. I feel like it's the same with TFL people and with like people who work for TFL and as security guards and stuff.
Yeah.
Younger people, security guards and TFL workers, like they're just of a generation where it's like it's not worth it.
It's not worth
I
it.
don't owe anything
My
to this
job isn't important.
Exactly.
I
Whereas-
just have to keep my job.
Exactly.
It doesn't involve chasing down this
The
guy.
older people, there's it's all intertwined where it's just like it's about respect and being.
There's a generational
generational
thing.
thing.
Of people that had a job and they did it.
Oh yeah, but also that.
They
But
did
it's
it
also
well.
like older people are like, it's this thing like it's a disrespect thing. Where it's
Oh,
like,
of course, yes.
Oh, you think you're gonna not pay for a ticket?
You're
going
gonna
to
do that for me? Yeah,
Anytime
of course,
I've seen
gotcha.
a ticket or like someone who works for TFL, like
Yeah.
who works at the barriers or whatever. Anytime I've seen a TFL worker confront someone who didn't pay for a ticket,
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 it's like the older generation.
Yes.
They're from a generation where you could probably chase after people and grab them by the scruff of their neck. Because there wasn't this like suing culture of like.
Yeah, of course.
So
People used to
they're
get got.
and also they're old. They're like, I don't give a fuck. I'm on my way out. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
of course.
I've been working for TFL for 30 years.
Yes.
They're not gonna sack me for fucking,
For beating up
calling
some-
out some. I remember one time, me and the lads. I was with 2 other comics, and I was the one who was like, I'll tap through and I'll tap on and you guys come in behind me.
Yes.
And I did it, and then there's guys literally at the, like TFL guys at the gate.
Yeah.
And they saw the 2 lads come in behind me, and they just looked at them and just went, pieces of shit. Like they just called the lads.
They just
pieces
said
of
that.
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I was like, oh my god, like, was that really necessary? Like,
Yeah.
I know we're not paying for a ticket, but like, pieces. Like, look, we're poor. Like, it's just, I don't know, fucking.
Well, I think it's the they've witnessed the degradation of society.
yeah.
They
Yeah,
lived
yeah,
in a
yeah.
society where everyone paid.
Yes.
Everyone paid for their ticket. And
Yeah.
it was like an honor thing.
Yeah.
And they're just watching this and like, this is why they have to stand there.
Yeah.
This is why they got to invest in all the cameras. This is why there's a security guard
Yeah.
at Tesco.
Yeah.
I have that feeling as well because in
Yeah.
Australia it's not as bad.
Okay.
There aren't security guards at every single fucking... It's weird.
Yeah.
There was one during COVID, the first COVID lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
They started having to put a security guard because people were rushing to buy shit or whatever and
Yes.
keep the numbers down or whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm going to Aldi and there's a security guard.
Yeah.
And then over here, it's like absolutely everywhere.
Oh, it's everywhere.
Any place that has a door where people can walk in.
Yeah.
There is there's an ex-child soldier with a scar across his face.
In Germany, it's like, and I'll have to leg it now, but
That's all good.
In Germany, like there's no ticket inspectors. Like there's sporadically you'll get your ticket checked in Berlin on a train, but most of the time, because it's just like it's Germany, most people just respect.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think there's even like security guards really in supermarkets.
They have that attitude of if you say who's stopping you from doing that, and they go, no, but it's the rules.
Yeah, it's just the rules.
It's the rules. So they go, no, but what if you didn't? I go, no, it's the rules.
Which is great for me as someone who doesn't abide by the rules.
Yeah, of
it's
course.
like, I didn't pay for a train ticket.
Yes.
Once in the fucking 2 years I lived in Germany.
Yeah,
I was
of course.
And anytime I did get caught, I was just like,
yeah.
Oh, I'm a tourist. I don't know.
But you think the lessons of history for Germans would be sometimes breaking the rules is okay.
Exactly.
Sometimes the law is meant to be broken.
You gotta break a few eggs to make. What's the thing? Gotta break a few.
Gotta crack a couple eggs to make an omelette.
Yeah,
break some
that's
eggs
the thing.
to make an omelette.
I couldn't get that out.
That's all good.
Anyway, listen, I better skedaddle.
That's all good. You gotta go. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, man.
Good night. Good night.
Cheerio.
Australia. See ya.
Cheerio.